Hello everybody, it's me, Arctic Arts, game dev VTuber, and silly guy. Today we are going back in time. I don't know why I did that. To see Let's Game It Out's original Satisfactory videos. People in the comments were telling me that recently, the video I reacted to recently was apparently it's like a whole saga situation. So I am ready to cry. Some people said that apparently it's even more broken than the one that I saw. So we will see in real time as he destroys this game. Let's see how it goes. We're probably gonna watch a few. Let's begin, shall we?
Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Game It Out. I am Josh, and today we are checking out Satisfactory. Coffee Stain Studios, thank you so much for the key. So this is kind of a like factory building assembly line kind of game. I think the first thing we're gonna try and do is just discover the game together. Understand, we'll do the thing that we always do where we try to play the game not exactly as intended. So let's get right into it. New game session.
Yeah, that's a bit of an understatement. I can't believe how long ago this is.
Name. Probably a mistake. We appear to be in space. And just like every factory job starts, you get dropped out of orbit onto a planet. Hope I can breathe.
That's what they do at Walmart.
I'll be taking this flashlight with me. Hold it as awkward as possible. Okay, so we got our scanny gun where we just hit a button on it and it scans. We need to find some iron ore.
Gives me a bit of No Man's Sky vibes. For sure.
Taser rod, and looks like we've got some, looks like the locals are not exactly excited to see me, so we're gonna take care of them for,
Literally, first thing humanity does when dropped on a planet, terrorize the wildlife.
In a factory where you have to fight, oh geez, okay, that's one of you.
Oh.
Did I get you? Oh.
Is it like a proper combat system, or is it just taser?
I got you all right. I'm also picking up leaves whenever I can. I'm not really sure
They're
what they're
fast
for
little
yet.
guys.
I'm sure it'll reveal itself to me. Oh, pale berries, huh? What can I do with this pile? Can I... Okay, it's inside me now. Gave me a little help. What might this be? Oh, is it a creature? Oh, it's a creature. Oh, I didn't like... Oh, all right, fine.
Oh,
Look,
no.
Sir, I just want to start my factory, and you're stopping.
What's interesting is I didn't see the environment as much in the most recent one. It's kind of cool getting to see like all the different creatures and stuff like that, and kind of like the local, I guess, like challenges that you might run into. Again, didn't really see that. It's cool because it gives me like proper open world vibes.
Me. I'm looking at my compass there, and there's a little icon telling me where to go. Oh yeah, we're getting better at this. I'm not afraid of these things at all anymore. Yeah, buddy. Oh, now I got a taste for blood. Come here, you.
Wow.
Oh, I love it. Big
Yeah, I saw this
arms,
little guy.
Tiny little hawk face.
Not
Come here.
little.
If I just keep hitting this guy in the butt, can I take him out? Oh yeah, are you stuck on the landscape? Come here. Oh yeah.
Look at those animations,
Feels
though.
kind of bad, actually. This is like a factory building game, and I've turned it into like innocent creature torment. Oh, well now I feel bad.
Literally, it's just Torment Simulator.
Oh.
Which I'm sure he's built
There
before.
he goes. Whoa. Oh, hey, look at that. You can bounce off this dude. Oh, this is gonna get me killed.
Wow.
That's all that's gonna happen here is this is how I die. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, my legs. Oh, I deserved it. Hey, what's this?
The first ankle break of many.
You're lucky up there that I can't
Whoa.
just kill you. I guess we should make a factory. Okay, so we need to get iron ore. So I'm using my scanning thing. As you can see, it's going far and wide. It picked up a bunch of ore everywhere. We're gonna go to the one heading this direction. Hunt.
It's like a Princess Mononoke situation. Is that the one? reject society, reject industry, become one with nature.
130 meters away. Give me it. Okay, let's build the hub, the heart of your factory.
Heyo?
This is where you complete fix-it milestones
And so the hub was born.
to unlock additional blueprints of buildings, vehicles, parts, equipment.
I never know he was the one who made
we'll
it.
Put it right
That's
here.
crazy.
It's probably a horrible spot.
To think what it
let's
became
do
as a
Done.
website.
Ta-da! Check it out. Okay, friends, guess what? It's time to access the hub terminal. I see. So we've got all these milestones. We need to be able to upgrade this all the way to get to tier 1, and it looks like we're eventually going to make a space elevator. Okay,
So my understanding from watching the last one is that like kind of everything is handled through the hub, and you sort of progressively upgrade it to unlock like tech trees and stuff. It's like a workbench kind of situation, but also seems like a lot of your functionality runs through that as well, which is interesting because I've found that a lot of these factory games are kind of decentralized. Like one object is one thing, one object is another. Having this sort of like central functionality is a bit different. I'm not sure if I feel any strong way about it. It's just like a way to do it, I guess.
Selecting hub upgrade 1.
Oh, one thing I did want to mention. I sort of have this like dream of creating a survival crafty with like a mobile base. I want to make a game where it's like a zombie apocalypse but trains. That's kind of what I'm thinking right now. Or not necessarily zombies, but it's like an apocalypse situation, and how you get to different areas is through trains through like a corpse-like wasteland, and you like upgrade it with like defensive turrets and stuff like that. Just because I have like this dream of like having a customizable train that you're like lounging in, that you actually spend time in like traveling back and forth, so it feels like cozy, but you can also like do cool stuff with it. I don't know, maybe that's me, or maybe that's just you know, the train thing.
It needs some iron rods.
I dream of
to make
that.
iron rods.
Someday.
We need iron ingots. To make iron ingots, you can just make them because I have iron ore. Oh, there you go. You just hold down the button. I just crafted forever. Now we need 10 iron rods, so that's what I'm making now. Take those 10 iron rods, put them back over here. Have 10 iron rods.
Time to lay
Upgrade
some
hub.
pipe, brother.
Done and done. Things are starting to look a little bit spruce around here. Okay, now we're selecting hub upgrade 2, which requires iron plates,
Ah, yes, the premium hub subscription. I know you well.
iron rods, and wire. So now it's time to build an equipment workshop. Put you right, I don't know, here, I guess? I don't know what makes sense. Okay, so here's our equipment workshop. We're gonna build a portable miner, but to do that, we need copper wire
I feel like with games like this, I tend to get obsessed with like aesthetics.
and cabling. So we're looking for copper ore now, so we're gonna switch our scanner over here to copper. Ta-da! Finding a lot of iron ore here. Still looking for the copper ore, though. Limestone. Okay. This looks like something
Very
beautiful.
nice.
Sulfur, huh? All right. I'm sure all this stuff will come in handy. Ah, copper. Whack, whack, whack. This is one of those games where you
Sulfur.
kind of have to start
Time to
out
make
slow,
explosives.
where you're mining everything yourself, but as you start to automate everything, it gets a lot more exciting because you spend most of your time just trying to find ways to streamline the process, which I guarantee you is more fun than it sounds. Now that we have enough copper, we can go back and actually start crafting some other stuff. Now let's make some copper ingots.
It's so funny seeing like his first-ish experience with the game, or maybe I think this is first, and like he's played it so much over the years, so his understanding of the game has probably expanded so much.
As I make them, you can see how much wire I can make. Okay, so now let's make some
It's like
wire.
seeing a monster be born.
So now we're making the iron rods. Now let's go ahead and take a bunch of that stuff, put it into this guy here. 10 of those, 10 iron plates, 50 copper wire, upgrade. Oh, well, would you look at that, huh?
Wow.
Okay, hub upgrade 3. Gonna need a couple more things. Our scanner can now search for limestone, which is nice. But the first thing we're gonna do is, now that we have our copper, we can make one of these portable miners. First, let's make some cabling, and done. Now I'm gonna take my portable miner here, which is covering my entire view. I think it goes right here, right? That's how it goes? You're just gonna go to town on it? What are you gonna do?
Oh, it's kinda cute.
Oh yeah, there it goes, there it goes, there it goes. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that beaut, huh? But you just keep doing what you do. I love you. So because we have limestone, we can go ahead and start making concrete.
Why is the portable miner cute? I have like, why do I feel like the need to anthropomorphize everything?
Concrete right now. We need 10
And
of
his
those.
name
so
is Philip.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now we'll make more cables. And now I need to make reinforced iron plates. This is a game of recipes, right? So to make the reinforced iron plates, I'm gonna need the regular iron plates, but also 24 screws. So I need 2 more iron plates. There's
I wonder what the biggest bottleneck is in this game. Chat, chime in if you guys have played Satisfactory. I'm curious what like thing like creates like causes the most time or the most friction. Is it just at the beginning before you've automated, or is there something that's like kind of rare later? What are like the big challenges of this game? You know,
one and
as a dev, I get curious about these things.
that's more than 2. But I also need 75 regular iron plates. So let's go ahead and just make a
Wonder
ton
how-
of ingots here. And I can make a smelter, which
Sorry, another game dev thought. I wonder how hard it is to balance a game like this. It's sort of nice in the sense that I think you're just balancing for what's satisfying, right? The problem is like, how do you make automation not so powerful that you're just kind of like breezing through things? I guess it would be like rare conditions, like harder to get materials. So like once you get like operating consistently, other stuff like takes more effort. Creating like maybe some sort of circumstances that make it more complex for your factory, like basically the more types of considerations that you force people to have to make in order to like level up and make more advanced materials. That seems to be like the direction that this game goes. But yeah, it's interesting how you would add like depth to something that is like doing it all for you in a sense. You know what I mean?
I'm going to use to make ingots faster here. For now, I'm just going to put this thing right here, because that makes no sense, but whatever. So if I tell it I want iron ingots, and I give it all of my iron, but now it's going to need power. So first we got to make biomass.
Okay, I swear I'll stop pausing. I just had another thought. We'll continue, okay? Which is, I find balancing is probably one of the hardest aspects of game development. Like, it's what requires, I think, the most time sink besides like 3D animated assets or just animation. I think requires a tremendous amount of like art time sink. But because like you have to play your game, right? And then you have to test it to make sure or get this guy to just break it into a bajillion pieces. But you have to like test it and then you have to figure out, okay, well, what's the experience that's the best that's going to be the most satisfying to people, and that takes like time because you can go into it with like a general idea. Like when I did like Love Hotel Manager, right? I was like, okay, I put the game together, but then it was like money was coming in like way too quick, and so it was like, okay, how do I create like some friction to make it like more satisfying but like not annoying, you know what I mean? And like, how do I inject challenges into it? And you sort of build it over time. So like creating like a feature in a game, as long as it's not like insanely complicated, doesn't really take that much time, as long as you don't get hung up on some like really technical issue that drives you insane for like 2 weeks. Never happened to me. But yeah, so balancing, especially like my next big project is going to be an RPG. Balancing that is going to be an absolute nightmare, and I'm not looking forward to that. But yeah, we'll see. I think ultimately you just gotta kind of build it and then just go by vibes afterwards and pray that it's like the right experience you're trying to create, you know?
My leaves here. Good thing I was picking those up the whole time. And I'm going to put my biomass over here into the biomass burner. Have some biomass. So now that is burning. We're going to turn it off for now because it's not actually connected to anything. Okay, so we're going to take our power here. Oh, I can just run it straight to this. Perfect. There we go. So now I've connected these two things like that.
Let's
now,
get some solar in this bad
that means
boy.
when I turn this guy on, it's running some power now. And this guy is running. And it should be
I guess it's fine. It's not our planet. Let's stick with the coal.
taking the ingots I gave it. Perfect. It's just making ingots for me. Gonna make some screws. Now I can make some reinforced plate. And now I have enough stuff.
Let's turn this planet into
upgrade
Helgen.
This guy again. Upgrade
If you
the
know, you
hub.
know.
Ta-da! Look at that. Look how complete this thing is looking, huh? I've actually got like a living quarter now with 2 beds. I don't know if I can use any of this stuff, but I'm glad it's here. So the thing I want to figure out is how do I get
It would be funny if they added a poop mechanic. If Kojima made this game, there would be a piss mechanic. You all know it's true.
to get over to this without
And it would be
having
integral
do
to the
anything.
story.
I'm gonna bring out my little tool here, take it back, build our smelter right here like this so that the input is on the left and the output is on the right. Ta-da! We're gonna build a constructor and we're gonna put that like right there. And now we're gonna connect them with this here conveyor belt. So now it's processing the ore and it's just taking it right on over to here. So let's turn on the constructor here and let's tell it to just make iron plates for a while. So now it's just making
Very
the
nice.
iron plates as they come through. See, isn't that nice? Just keeps on going. Nothing's connected here on the other end, so I would just open it up and I would like take the iron plates for now. But what I want to do is figure out how to get this guy to deliver stuff right into there so I don't even have to touch this stuff. For now, though, we're trying to do
Makes
hub
sense.
upgrade 4. Upgrade hub. Oh, I bet this miner thing is how we do it. Cool, we have 2 of these things now. Okay, so we're going to select hub upgrade 5. This is the next thing we need to do.
It's progressing
Our
pretty
objectives
quickly.
are not all that crazy. It's just a lot
To
more
be fair,
of what
this
we
is edited. I wonder how much time this actually takes.
we're already building. As great as this guy's been, we are going to replace it with this miner here. We're going to put it right there like that. There we go. Let's go ahead and make some more conveyor belts. So that's going to go from there over
kinda
to
remind me of the
there
miners in
like that.
Rust.
See, there we go. Now it's just going to mine that, and I don't have to do anything. So while this production's
Also, where are the peasants? This is horrendously inefficient, okay? First of all, you need to find... God, it's such a horrible joke. I'm just
going
gonna carry
I think it
on
would
before I
behoove
dig
me
my
to
own
find
grave,
some
literally,
copper ore
in a
around
sense.
here. 100 meters and some change away. This one up here is as close as we're gonna get. So first, let's get the good stuff out of the way here. Yeah, you know, that's not too far away. We'll just, you know, conveyor belt it all the way over there. Okay, so that was kind of a taste how the game is supposed to be played, but I think with this next machine, we can find a way to make it a little bit more, our style. Let's go on a magical journey. Okay, let's take it to
Yes, your style indeed.
about there. Oh yeah. How stupid will this game let me get? Like, can I just run this around?
He has no goddamn idea.
And it's like, no,
You think... if only he knew the madness he would create.
don't stop it. So let's see if I like put it like that. There we go. Okay, so we'll put that
Like
that.
Heisenberg
Now
making the
use
ball.
you to turn. Great. Oh yeah, now we're talking. Yeah, yep. Don't fight me on this. Okay. I love watching it catch up with me too. Oh, can I thread the needle under it? Oh yeah, we can. See if we can't get
It does
that
look
to
pretty
come
satisfying.
back up here. All right, so if I
Again,
put
it
a
reminds me
ramp
of, like, old
this-
gumball
Oh yeah,
machines.
these ramps are gonna allow for a next level nightmare. Let's connect you over. Oh yeah. Wait, can I have
boy.
it? Oh, that's just the finest. You can rest the conveyor belt on another conveyor belt. Compliments to the chef.
Lord.
This might take a little doing because the game wants to do this the correct way. Okay, so I think that's pretty good. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so put it right there like that. Obviously, it should have to loop.
This is like a Hot
back
Wheels
around
track
and
from
through.
hell.
It's like tying your shoes, except it's a conveyor belt. So it wouldn't really be us to just run a wire from here to there, which is what we need to do for power. So we're gonna do it the way I see that will look the most cosmetically appealing. You know, I thought it would look worse than it does. It actually, I mean, it's stupid,
Not the man.
but at least there's some uniformity to it. And then we're just gonna have one long one that goes from here
Yeah.
all the way to
Doesn't
home
look too
base. Okay,
crazy.
so we're gonna put our smelter right
Comparatively.
there, looking great.
To the
We'll
conveyor
actually
belts
connect
anyway.
that so that it actually does something. We're gonna put the constructor a little bit further away, and then we'll go ahead and connect the conveyor belt
Okay.
in the most roundabout
And that
way
processes the
possible here.
materials.
Okay, let's turn on the machine, and I'll tell you how long it takes. It's coming to life. Here comes the first piece of ore. It's already been a
Hey.
minute 45, and this is how far the ore has gotten. All you
my
gotta do when you're
God.
making these conveyor belts is you have to ask yourself, what would an LA freeway look like? We are 3 minutes in, the most beautiful piles of copper ore you've
Ain't
ever
that the
seen.
truth?
I'm really pleased to see it's able to clear this little hump here. Here we go.
The movement of it's
This is
really
the
funny
very
on the
first
humps.
piece of ore to make it. You want to know how long it took to get here? 5 minutes 15 seconds.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
but its journey isn't done yet. It's still got to go down this conveyor belt too. There it goes. The very first pile.
Which reminds me
ore.
of the like videos of how it's made or whatever, like that series.
Finishing its long journey. It only took 6.5
God.
minutes.
Can you imagine Let's Game It Out like makes enough where you can do like an IRL factory video? That would be like his magnum opus, I think. Where he designs like a real factory but makes it stupid to like produce something. We need to pitch that to him because that would be an insane video.
And there we go. And now we just need 500 wire. Oh, storage container. Look at this. Oh yeah, we're gonna need one of these for sure. Well, no sense in stopping the nightmare now. Okay, here we go. Yeah, we'll just put that right there like that. Okay. Why am I like
Beautiful.
this? Okay, and now this. Wait, can I really just extend it all the way over there? Oh yeah, look at that. The journey of these spools is a cruel one. They need to get up to that little container up there. Their journey takes them all the way over here.
This is what it's like driving through
goes
the
right
mountains.
up around here. Nice tight little bend right there. Back down, all the way over here, and finally to their home. You know, at this point, I feel like this section right here is a little lacking. Ah, there we go. That's much better. Like this opening just needs to connect to this opening. So obviously the journey that should take is go all the way around, past the
course.
thing that's actually being produced, underneath the thing that's being produced, all the way around, over, up, and then
Actually, it's a great metaphor for what having ADHD is like. All you gotta do is like get to the objective, right? No, I gotta go all the way around here and make it 20 times more difficult for myself before working myself in finally for the finish.
finally
Metaphor for
it
life,
goes to where
really.
it's being produced. Right? That makes all the sense in the world, doesn't it? Okay, now that we've created that abomination, let's go ahead and finally finish
I love
Hub
it.
Upgrade 5. And as a quick refresher, the things we needed were iron plates, iron rods, copper wire, and concrete. Here's
This
your
does remind me of average traffic in a certain Canadian region. You guys know what I'm talking about.
spools, here's your rods, plates, and here's your concrete. Upgrade. Well, that's exciting looking. So the thing that got added here is something called MAM, the
this how they
molecular
make
analysis
drones?
machine, where I can go ahead and give it some of the things that I've collected over time. Let's go ahead and give it a pale berry right now and see what happens.
Has there been
now.
like a factory game about making like chocolate or like food? You know what I mean? I wonder if that's what the Stardew dude's doing. I wonder if he's cooking on that. Because like I've seen several factory games. There's like a package one. There's like these sort of like crazy industrial ones. It'd be fun to do like a food-based one.
analysis. Cool, it'll analyze it for the next 5 minutes. Hopefully we'll get some more information on it. So we finished tier 0. Over here we've got tier 1 where they give us new milestones that we're supposed to reach. Tier 2, it also looks like we've got some other fun stuff. An assembler, a rotor for making a motor, chainsaw, jump pads. We've only really touched.
You know what else would be a cool idea? A game where it's military logistics. So it's like you're doing industrial stuff, but like say there's like a front line somewhere, and you have to like build elaborate factories and resource stuff to like produce to feed the war machine. That would be kind of interesting.
On some of the things that we can do here. But let me know if you want to see more Satisfactory. This game is a blast. I want to promise to you that I won't make everything look this stupid in the future, but I think we all know we're just gonna
sure, buddy.
try and make it look even dumber. And hey, we can say what we want, but it totally...
From what I've seen, it doesn't just become dumb, it becomes like absolutely maddeningly insane.
Works. Kinda. So that's gonna do it for this episode of Let's Game It Out.
So
As
we'll
always,
see.
I am Josh, and I will see you next time.
So again, that wasn't super long. Let's do another one. I'm not sure. We're gonna do 2 or 3. So let's continue.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Game It Out. I am Josh, and we are doing more Satisfactory today. To catch you up, if you haven't seen the last episode, all you really need to do is look at this mess here. This is one of them assembly line games where you find efficient ways to extract minerals and then process them, or in my case, do it in the dumbest way possible. The overall goal, I think, is that we were trying to build a space elevator. Last time we got some of the way there. We finished off all of tier 0, and now we're moving on to tier 1 and 2, which is going to allow us to do all kinds of...
What is the craziest I would do? I don't know. Like, I'll think on it. Let me cook.
Fun stuff like utility stuff and logistics stuff. But look at that. After
I think I would try to spell stuff.
That's when the space elevator begins. And obviously that's when the fun begins.
Oh, that's cool. You can like build little like walls and stuff. It'd be funny building like a giant like robot head and like the conveyor belts come like out of the mouth or something.
Each milestone to unlock, we have to get the materials down below where it says milestone cost. It's stuff that we've made before: iron plates, iron rods, wire. The goal we're gonna set is for this one, because it gives us a conveyor splitter and a conveyor merger, which I think is gonna be really helpful. Here's how we're gonna get that stuff.
Looting
we have these
abandoned
machines
houses
doing all the work for us. They get power from here.
A lot of copper
goes
wire
on
in that
over to this machine here, which is mining iron ore. Sends it down this conveyor belt into this next machine. This machine melts it down. It sends the beautiful piles of ingots to the next machine, and this thing constructs what I ask it to. In this case, it's these iron plates, and all the plates are then collected into this container. We're doing the same thing for copper over at this abomination here. Whoa, what is that? Whoa, whoa, get away from my stuff, dude. Oh, also, we're on an alien planet. So once again, things don't need to be as crazy as I made this. So while we could make everything streamlined like I have the iron stuff, we're probably gonna make everything crazy like this, or crazier.
The flying stingrays.
Okay, let's unlock logistics here. Give it 500 copper wire, 200 pipe, and 200 sheets of metal. Here we go. Ready for launch.
When can we build a mech suit?
All right, push. Where are you going? Wait, where are you going? Pod will return in 2.5 minutes. The good news is I can now make these conveyors.
Oh, that's an idea that would print money. A factory game where you build like mecha? Dude, come on. The audience already there. Genius.
Splitters
print money.
And these conveyor mergers. Oh, here it comes again. Welcome back. Where did you go? Looking at the milestone cost for all these things, they're all the same. It's just plating and pipes and copper. We can do this super fast, actually. Yeah. All we really need to do is just gather the supplies, then we're all good. Which means we need to make our stuff with peak efficiency.
Make me want to play this game now.
I noticed that the smelter here, when the iron ore gets to it, it starts to pile up. I mean, you can just look at it and see that the ore is coming in at a faster rate than these things are coming out. So we're gonna split this off, give it 2 machines. First, let's put down another smelter. We're gonna put a conveyor splitter down. I guess right about here, why not? All right, connect the conveyor belt. And now we're gonna send the ore. One goes
it's just
here,
all splitters.
And the other goes here. And they kind of clip through each other because that's the kind of operation we're running here. And then for our little storage guy, we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna split that off too. We're gonna give it the conveyor merger. I'll put a second constructor down. Kind of horrible looking like that. Connect this conveyor belt to there. Okay, now we have 2 things of ingots coming out like that. And then connect this to that, and this to that, and the side that it all pops out of will go into the storage thingy. But in the process of adding all of this stuff, I appear to be tripping a fuse, which if I just pull this thing, it's like, okay, and then it just kind of trips again over and over. So we're gonna have to add another source of power here, which is the biomass burner. We'll go ahead and put this eyesore up here. There it is, flying into existence. Nothing's being tripped anymore, everything's working at
burning the environment to maintain industry.
As intended.
But
And
classic.
now what we've got is we've got 2 machines here putting out ingots. We got 2 machines putting out these little iron thingies. Great. Next milestone we're gonna do is utility, because it gives us biofuel, the most energy efficient form of biomass. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, bye. Okay, now what I do is I take all the leaves I collected, I turn it into biomass, and I take that biomass and I turn it into biofuel. And then I take all that biofuel and I just shove it into these machines here. Here, take it. Because we have such efficient machines now, we have all the materials we need to just keep on going, so we're gonna select the milestone personal storage, give it all the materials it wants, and live life to its fullest. All right, fantastic. We can build personal storage boxes. They did already give us one, but more is always better. Can I just put it on the other one? Okay, well, let's put it second best place, just kind of out there in the open for everyone to enjoy. And now we're gonna select the last thing of tier 1, launch again. That takes care of all of tier 1. Moving on to tier 2. Wait a minute, I can just build the space elevator now? Look at that, the stuff it needs isn't even that hard. We'll get that. Okay, new objective. We need to get that space elevator placed ASAP. So to make the space elevator, we're gonna need 500 concrete.
Can you go to space at some point? Because in the newest video that he did, I didn't really see you go up there, but I saw a lot of it getting constructed.
To do that, we're gonna need something called limestone. We have a space to get it here, and I have these little portable miners set up right here, but they require some babysitting, so we're just gonna pick these guys up, and we're gonna put down one of the big ones. There it is, look at that, place it right there. Ta-da! And we'll go ahead and connect power from there to there. So if our limestone mining thingy is right here, and our facility is right up there,
it's nice that he's easing us into this, because I know this gets absolutely nuts.
Probably the smartest thing to do is connect a conveyor belt here that just goes straight up there, similar to where the power line is. But we're not gonna do that. What we're gonna do is aim it the other direction and have some fun. Let's see, we're gonna just take it over here, and we're gonna put it right there, ramp it right there like so. Okay, it's a good start. Basically, I wanna get up there. I think we can do it. Hey, good news, if you vaporize whatever was beneath it, you can just have this thing floating in midair, just like God intended. Okay, looks like it's flowing as needed. All the ore just comes right over here, then it hangs out on this water slide for a while.
Oh my god,
okay. Do you think it's peak efficiency? So once you get past this part over here, it comes on over here, and because I hate myself...
Did they get rid of that? Because I feel like he had to build infrastructure in the newest one. Was that part of the developer changes from the beginning? Because, oh my god.
Went ahead and put the smelter right
this
here,
was
floating in
ridiculous.
midair uncomfortably. Funny story, turns out we can't smelt limestone yet. I'm sure that'll
I don't think you can access it very conveniently either.
But until then, this thing is unfortunately jammed. So what I'm gonna do temporarily is put a storage container up here. We're gonna remove this part of the conveyor belt, and we're gonna add a conveyor belt going right into the storage container there. So at least we'll be collecting all of this limestone in the meantime. Oh, and in case you're wondering, it takes about 12 minutes for the ore to get from start to finish. Okay, so let's go ahead and
imagine waiting for that to start working.
As always, just hand over all the things at once and launch that bad boy into space. Bye, have a good trip. All right, I gotta build me this color gun. Gimme. Here we go. Here we go. Color gun, color gun, color gun, color gun. There it is.
Cool.
My
I didn't know
color
that
gun.
was the thing.
Ooh, look at all these colors we can have. Ooh, 3 shades of pink. He's still my heart. Let's go with the dark pink. And obviously, no color gun is complete
I'm still a sucker for Orange Hub, though.
without color cartridges. Ta-da! It's like a paintball gun. Well, it looks like a paintball gun because it pretty much is a paintball gun. So, wow, okay. You shoot everything and it just changes color. I like it. Now, a smart person would use this stuff to color code things, but right now, I'm just doing it for funsies. How far can this reach?
You shoot
can I
the
hit this guy
environment,
way
too?
over here? Oh, yeah. Next, we're gonna work on obstacle clearing because it gives us a chainsaw. All right, let's go use it on... Oh, I need fuel. Let's just go take it from our machine. I can't wait. There we go.
Oh baby, a chainsaw. Let's go.
Can I use it on my own buildings? It won't let you use it on your own stuff. Oh, but this all looks promising. Come here. Yep. Carve right through.
And there you go.
I like that it just kind of blows up. What about these guys? Can I do it to these guys too? Yep. Okay.
I wonder if there's like a
Thankfully, he
mega
leaves his right hand
tree.
free to continue to just swipe leaves at the same time he runs around. Oh, you want some? Is it go time?
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Come here. You want a piece
Oh,
of this? I
no.
don't think you can fight with this thing, which is most unfortunate. Wow, that really makes a lot of wood.
I imagine in my head this like engineer running around like a psycho with a chainsaw just flailing it around.
Doesn't it? So I'm just waiting on my production to make enough stuff
Which
so we can
tracks,
unlock the rest
honestly.
of the tiers. But while we do that, I have another project
my
we're going to
God,
work on.
dude.
We have over here 3 ore deposits, and we're going to add those into our factory. So let's
floating
get stuff
looks
out of the way
worse than in
first.
Minecraft,
Okay, so
too.
that exposes 1 and 2 and 3.
I think it's because, like, the semi-realism going on.
There's one of them. There's the second one. There's the third one. There's all 3 of them. Okay, so hold on this for a second. We're gonna add some more production stuff. Man, this is a lot of running, though. This going back and forth is getting real tiresome.
Yeah,
so I think
like,
it's
a
time
vehicle?
to unlock the jump pads. Jump pads
Whoa,
come to me. So,
okay,
like, if
that's
I want
fun.
to get over here quick, I'm assuming that means I just take a jump pad and put it right here like that.
If only you
Do I
could
just,
launch the
do I just
materials
jump on this
themselves.
and- Yep, here we go. Oh, you know, I really didn't think about this.
Oh my god, yo, you can die doing that, so you need a landing pad? Interesting.
Huh, it's weird, I appear to be dead.
And now I'm imagining he's gonna create, like, some crazy, insane, like, bounce path that just, like, goes everywhere.
Well, at least we know exactly where we're gonna land. So if I were to, like, put a jump pad back the other direction, I mean, what could possibly go wrong?
Oh my
okay, there we
God.
go. I think I aimed it right so that, yep, landed right on it. Okay, then, I understand. Just gotta move this back a little bit. This should about do it. Let's try this. Oh, yeah, here
How
we
many
go.
deaths
Here we go.
is this
Gonna land right on it.
responsible for
Oh,
in
yeah,
game?
it just launches you right back. Let's try one of these jelly pads now. I think that should be about right. Look at that. It's a big jello mold. No way I can screw this up.
This is not what I was
That works
expecting from the
just
game. That's so
great. This is
random.
Very nice. Much better for getting around. So pretty much for the moment, we're gonna make this probably better. I took these 3 mining stations.
I was getting the impression that this was, like, a bit more serious of a game to some extent. But yeah, shooting yourself through the air to jelly blobs, yeah, okay.
Set them up so
Sure.
it's still pulling ore, and it's going to send them through these 3 smelters here.
Most
and
efficient
then it's gonna
system
send them
that we've
all
discovered
into
in the
these
future.
containers with the ingots. So at least I'm collecting ingots while we go. I'm also sorry to say,
organized.
but I don't think there's a way to launch stuff off of a jump pad. We're going to finish the final tier 2 milestone part assembly and give me the launch codes. Okay, that's cool. Well, we unlocked all these tiers. Let's go back to working on the space elevator.
probably
which
the
is gonna
last
require
person
a
you
bunch
wanna
of
have
stuff
the
that we
launch
can
codes.
easily get right now. So let's get right to it. In order to assist production, we're going to actually do something over here with these conveyor belts. We're going to set up some constructors right here so we can start making the stuff we need. So we put 3 constructors down just like so. And in a typical inefficient way, we're going to go ahead and make a weaving thingy of belts. The ingots pop out of the containers here. They go through the assemblers over here as fast as they can. We have 2 assemblers making iron plates and 1 making iron rods. They all go into one little junction thing over here, and they all get fed into this guy here, which is slowly but surely collecting everything. And of course, the next step to that is we need to get this back over to home base over yonder, so we're gonna have to run some conveyor belts. Okay, so I finished building out this conveyor belt. I don't really know where to begin. It's kind of a disaster. I mean, it just goes for a while. When I look over at the mess, it just gets worse and worse and worse. None of this is necessary, by the way. Oh, my frame rate. So I kind of just weaved it in with the other stuff, and it just, you know, oh god. I don't even know where it starts and ends at this point. Like, it kind of comes and goes wherever it pleases.
I feel like
up here for a little while.
I feel like after a bit too, you would completely lose track of how your factory even works.
All the way up here.
How much does that happen in this game?
While I'm
Like
up here,
when
I should
you're
point out
trying,
that my
I wonder.
limestone production has gotten really advanced. I've had so much build up over time. I had to build several containers like so, and the way it works is the conveyor belt brings it into the first level, and to make sure it doesn't get filled up, it exits out, swirls back around, goes to the second level, and through
that
a
makes
series
sense,
of
I guess.
building upon itself like a coiled snake,
my
it
God.
eventually finds its way up to the third one. Anyway, back to this guy. It eventually makes its way all the way over here, reaches back over to the
I like that
mainland
he's
as we'll
slowly
call
kind of making it easier to traverse because the bridge is thicker.
it. And now we're back in familiar territory. We find that it eventually meets up here with the little junction box thingy, and it shoves all of it into this nice container over here. And there it is, all of our extra materials. Now that that's
That
handled
looks like
at
a
long
lot.
last, let's make the space elevator. But where to put it? So if
I
our
mean,
main
it
base
gets the job done.
is up there, let's just put it near this abomination. What could possibly go wrong? Okay, here we go. There it is, space elevator, all kinds of materials flying in to take care of it. And scene. There's our space
love the
elevator. What's
construction.
it doing? Is it like a transformer? Looks like some legs doing something weird, kind of unsightly. Whoa, whoa. Oh, now those legs are holding a that's let's
You know-
forget the legs thing I
you
was
know what?
talking about. Okay,
Yeah,
well now
okay,
I can't
yeah.
unsee that. Are you done doing
Now his comments in the newest video make sense because of how he sees that. I mean, if you look at it from like a POV perspective of like those are 2 feet, like yeah, okay, yeah, I get it now.
Your business? Okay, so we need to configure the space elevator. Project
I was wondering
assembly
what he was on
platform.
about.
Delivery will unlock tiers 3 and 4. This is it? I can totally do that. Hold on. I'm not even gonna automate this. I'm just gonna build them right now. Eventually, though, I will automate this. Already done. Let's go load this thing up. Okay, so load. Now let's seal it. There they go. Okay, bye. Is it time to send? Let's do it. There goes the parcel up the space elevator, I assume. Oh, space elevator is having a little conundrum over there. Is it doing what it needs to do? Is that the package going away? Okay, I'm gonna assume that that did it. Let's go back and check out what the new tiers look like. That unlocked tiers 3 and 4. Let's see what kind of fun stuff we have here. Oh, wow, look at this. This is where stuff gets good. We have a tractor which can move on its own. Truck station for the tractor. Coal power. Oh no, there's a better
automatic
conveyor
drone
belt.
vehicles?
Looks like we got a project ahead of us, right? To retrofit all of our old conveyor belts with new ones.
Oh my
would you
God.
look at that? There's a Mark III conveyor belt. Why would I even
I assume
bother
that
with-
just the it increases like the speed transports of it. Okay, yeah. So it increases the amount. Good luck with that.
Mark II one if
Good
I know
luck.
there's a Mark III I can go to. So it looks like we got lots of goals here, lots to accomplish. I feel pretty okay with the crime against humanity we did over there with that conveyor belt system, but I know that next time we're gonna have to kick it up a notch, so I gotta brainstorm what we can do next. If you have any suggestions for what we can do to make this even sillier, go ahead and place those in the comments.
Concerned.
So that's gonna do it for this
We're already
episode.
here. Yeah, I don't know where
Let's
he's gonna
game it
take
out.
it.
As
Let's
always,
see.
I am Josh.
I'm expecting something insane. Like, again, the newest video that, like, we watched, he's built, like, sideways. But, apparently, according to comments, it gets even more insane. So let's just get right into it. Let's see what happens. We'll do a longer video today. We'll rip 3 in a row. Let's go. Because I think this one's like a
Hey everybody,
conclusion or
welcome
something?
back to Let's Game It Out. I am Josh and we are doing some Satisfactory today. Satisfactory is a game where you make efficient machines.
I love that he
or
made
in our
everything
case,
pink.
The dumbest machines imaginable. We started with normal-ish looking machines that had at least some semblance of order to them. Doing things normal is like the last thing on the list though. So after getting the hang of it, we took an efficient procedure and made it a little extraneous. But at least you can kind of see what's going on here, right? It's taking raw copper, it's turning it into copper ingots, and then it's turning it into spools of copper. Easy peasy-ish.
Sorta.
Not content with that, we went ahead and took it another step, and we took a rather easy process of making iron rods and iron plates and made it a little bit complicated, and that's pretty much what we're gonna keep doing. Last episode, we also built the space elevator, which is this hulking beast right here. Space elevator demands a sacrifice to unlock new stuff. Right now, it wants 500 modular frames and 150 motors. Those aren't so much hard to come by, so much as it's gonna take a while to produce them, so we're gonna make the machines that will do it all for us. Back at home base here, we also have a machine that will unlock different things as soon as we give it the right materials. Basically, we select one of these milestones here, we unlock it via the milestone cost, and then it'll unlock some select things. This one's pretty interesting. It'll unlock a tractor I think we can either automate or...
And do you get all of the milestones eventually, or is this like a perk selection of what style you want to do?
hopefully drive it around. We have a machine that we're going to use that we didn't use last time called the assembler, which we feed it 2 components and it'll make the stuff for us. That's going to require us to fix a couple of things though. Right now we have this cargo unit collecting both iron rods and iron plates. We're going to have to separate this out so it's only feeding iron rods so we can push it through with screws to the assembler. But this disaster here starts a long way back. Let's take a quick sprint across this conveyor belt to show what a mess I've made over here. You know, I made this bed so I got to sleep in it, but basically what happened is I have a bunch of machines.
I feel like if he takes, like, this is like, again, game dev spaghetti code in a sense, where it's like you take a break for a little while, you come back to it, and you're like, dear God, what did I do? How does any of this work?
I've had that experience many times. Rods and the plates, and I had them feeding all the way over to home base where we just were, because I kind of wanted everything centrally located over there. So this stuff takes a pretty massive journey.
You always comment your code,
minutes to get from start to finish, because it has to go through all this nonsense. So this is the beginning of the iron plates and the iron rods. It's this ore. We got 3 piles that get fed into these 3 machines here. They get shot out as to iron ingots here. They go into these 3 machines here, of which 2 of them are making plates and 1 is making making iron rods. They all get pushed into this little merger unit here. All this stuff goes into this storage container, which then pops out the other end here and has that horrible, horrible journey in the background there. This game is all about efficiency for
Horrible
other people.
or
For
beautiful?
us, it's about taking this problem and making it worse. Oh, also, we're on an alien planet, ruining its ecology, basically. So pretty much our first task is going to be to separate out the plates and the rods. And I can think of a pretty easy way to do that. We're just not going to feed rods into this thing anymore. For now, the rods are just going to pile up here. This thing is now only spitting out plates.
In a way, an extremely long conveyor belt also function as storage.
The rods will disappear from this conveyor belt. And hey, you know what?
Also,
Let's
could
send
you
these
start producing RAM, please? That'd be fantastic.
rods individually the only way I know how. Let's build an entire second conveyor belt system for them. All we gotta do is move this like that.
Of course.
The best part about the conveyor belt system in this game is it really lets you just put this stuff wherever you want. I think the idea is you can make it like diverse and normal and stuff, but that's not really what we do. So instead we abuse what they allow us to do. One of the comments I got was that we should try and see how high this thing can go, and I can think of no better way to do that than to try it on our blessed rods here. So like I think if we just do a U-turn like that, just making a nice coil of pipe here. The best part about this so far is I know it's gonna look terrible. So it turns out we're a little too close to the space elevator, and when that happens we actually can't keep building, and it turns out I can just reposition the space elevator. So if I just grab this whole thing, does it just disappear? Yep. There it goes. Okay, so let's reposition the space elevator a little bit
casually
farther
relocating
away. Look at that, we get to watch it build
megastructures.
again. There we go, just a little bit further away. Surely I won't get close to it again. Still working on the tallest conveyor belt ever. While I'm working on it, let's go ahead and get the assembler set up, and we can have it building stuff while we continue to work on that. Okay, we'll just put our assembler down.
Might as well start producing that stuff over time while you're doing that.
We're gonna feed it these beautiful rods. So before we send it straight into here, we're gonna do something a little more awkward first. We're gonna use a conveyor splitter. We're gonna send the rods into the conveyor splitter here. Here they come. One of these sides will indeed split rods right here into the assembler. Meanwhile, we're gonna set up a constructor over here, and we're gonna run one of the other splits right on over to the constructor. And we're gonna set this constructor to make screws.
Oddly
and then
efficient.
we will connect the thing that makes screws right on over to the assembler. Why screws, you ask? Here's our assembler, and we're gonna need to make all of these things. To make rotors, we need iron rods, which we're already making, and we're gonna need screws. And to make reinforced iron plate, we're also gonna need those screws. Because then eventually, we're gonna need to make these modular frames that are also going to need reinforced iron
Makes
plate.
sense.
So it's just gonna do us a world of good to have a lot of screws going on. Right now, I have rods and screws both going into the assembler, and now we're gonna set the assembler to make a bunch of rotors. There we go. Things are slowly feeding into this
Can we
machine.
also make a
The
Dorito
assembler's
machine?
making them for us. Now we can watch as our beautiful rotors come out. And you know, actually, no sense in stopping there. Let's set up another assembler so it can be working while we mess around with something else. And instead of having the
like a
screws
soda
feed into
machine
just
now.
this one machine, we're gonna erase this part. We're gonna put down a lovely splitter here. One of the screws goes over there, and the other screw goes into that
Dear
assembler.
God.
I've also adjusted my 3 constructors over here.
I can only imagine
make
coming
plate
back
now,
to
which
this
you can see
after
is
a period of
filtering into
time.
this guy here, and we're gonna send that into the other end of this assembler, and we're gonna set this assembler to make reinforced plate. And now we can watch the miracle of life as our beautiful reinforced plate makes its way down the conveyor
I'm surprised
belt.
that you can like build so much. It looks like a lot of the infrastructure is very cheap.
Brace yourself, because the frame rate gets real bad. I spent a few hours building this out, and I can't tell you how high you can build something because I never got there, but I can tell you that it can go at least this high. It kind of eclipses the space elevator at this point. Something tells me you can go a lot higher up, but it's just the frame rate gets so bad that I just can't do much to get there. I have to like look away from the
Does he have materials on it too?
Frame rate. Let me give you a quick tour of it. It's to my advantage to stare straight out at the beautiful scenery, because if I look straight up, this is what happens. Oh mercy! Hello slideshow.
Why is it always a
get
cone?
These rods going somewhere, so I have to at least
Dear
try to
God.
finish this conveyor belt in some way. Just
What is it? What are they, like those cone chips? It reminds me of that, but like made out of steel.
gotta keep on climbing. And here we are. It's pretty beautiful up here until you turn around and decide you want to see into the heart of the beast. Oh god, I fell. Oh god, my frame rate.
Oh no,
What's
it's
happening to
feasting
my guy?
upon his corpse.
There he goes.
The
There
void
he
has taken
goes.
him.
We're actually too high to be able to just build anywhere else but back down the way we came. So that means
She
pull
just
out
have
our
like
guy
one
here.
simple.
How far can I just
not through the
launch
hole.
this thing down? Pretty far, as it turns out. I'll just skip ahead because it's gonna be a lot of this.
Not through the hole of
A lot
doom.
of this one frame frame per second stuff. Look at that. Towards the bottom, you can
Oh
see my
my
handiwork.
God.
That's what's eventually going to bring the rods back over to us. Millions of
How
years
long does
when
that
it
take
finally
to go
gets through this whole
through?
cyclone. And for
Yeah.
maximum irony, I've just run this thing in a straight path to where it's supposed to go. Now, the silver lining is we have all
Beautiful.
these plates we can use to upgrade stuff instantly. Not only do we have all those reinforced plates, but we also have all of these rotors. My God, this thing can basically blot out the sun now. That side of the map is now totally quarantined. We're gonna have
should
to
have
start
one of
building
those for,
over
like,
here somewhere.
each
Let's
base
go ahead and
material.
unlock whole power. This sure sounds exciting. So let's give it some cabling and some copper wire and a bunch of rotors.
Dear
There
God.
we go. Launch it. Well, would you look at this? We have a vehicles tab now. And there's our
At least it works better when you stop
Well,
looking.
let's build a tractor. Oh, look how cute it is. I'm gonna put it right here where I might not be able to get it out. There it
Oh,
is.
that is cute.
I didn't realize we'd be able to see my little dude here. Dum-de-dum-de-dum. Oh, good. It
Yeah,
has
why
a
are they kind of
horn.
thick though?
Oh yeah, here we go. Oh, this is the life, and I'm stuck
Anyone else
already.
notice
Maybe I
that?
can
Just
make it
me?
out right here, huh? Yep, there we go. That's what I'm
All that
talking
factory
about.
work
Easy,
making it caked
easy,
out, I
easy.
guess.
All right. We can also locate coal now.
That looks sick, actually. Kind of reminds me of the Mako from Mass Effect.
Which is what we're gonna do. Tell me where the coal is. Really? No coal anywhere. Wait, oh, there's coal. 606 meters. Let's go, boy.
Ooh,
you know
now
what?
we're
I'm gonna
destroying
fuel for this.
environments.
Let's back up real quick. Uh-oh, I seem to have left
Like
the
real
gas pedal
gentlemen.
going. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Can you
okay,
do that?
It's fine. It's just hanging out
Oh,
over
that's
here.
good.
I guess it's making a home for
That'd be s-
itself. I'm gonna let it have some alone time while I get some more fuel for it. I'm definitely gonna have to get rid of this thing at some point. I can't actually, like,
Yeah.
play the game. This thing here, like, everything is just chopping so
Beautiful.
bad. The next thing we're
Beautiful.
gonna upgrade is to the rebar gun.
Again, this reminds me of when I made a box and ball pit in TCG Sim, and it started lagging a bunch because everybody that I had come up to my store had to like walk through like the maze of like boxes. It was beautiful.
So let's go ahead and feed it all the things at once. There we go. And launch. And let's go over here to our workshop and build the gun. All right, rebar gun, come to me. Oh, look at that, huh?
It is sort
Here
of
we
the
go. Put a
concern,
piece of
though,
oh,
when you're
wow.
working with games like this. I hate to get serious pants for something so absurd, but optimization is like so important, especially depending on what engine you're working in. Like if you're working in Unreal Engine, dear God, you need to put in some work on that bad boy because raw Unreal Engine is a lot of suffering. I'm sure a lot of you guys have probably experienced some of that. Unity can be like that too, depending on if you do some whoopsies or not. Unity can be very efficient and lightweight, but there are certain things like lighting that you need to be careful about, and how like certain things are rendered and stuff like that that can just completely tank frame rate on what like is capable, especially when you're experimenting in engine as well, like when you're developing as opposed to when you produce the game. I actually had this funny experience where I thought my game was cooked because my frame rate was trash when testing it in the game engine environment. But after I created a build of it, it was actually pretty smooth. So at first I was like, oh no, I'm going to have to do so much optimization. I'm like bundling everything. I'm like eliminating a bunch of like visual features and stuff like that. But turns out it was fine. It was just the browser that made it a bit challenging and PC skill issue, apparently.
I'm just gonna fire it at my own equipment. Why not? Yep, that's rebar, all right. Can't
I
wait
thought
to
it
use
was
my
cooked,
single
though. I
fire
was
rebar
stressed.
shooting thingy on a creature that didn't deserve it. All right, where's the car? Hello, car? You out here? Oh, there you are. Did you tire yourself out or what? Oh, geez, sorry. All right, we're nice
Had
and
a long day.
refueled. Let's get out of here. There we go. There's the coal, heading straight towards it. Oh, it's just right over here. Why did I take the car for this?
Why do I think a
Whatever.
spray
Out of the
paint-
way, nature. I don't care if
paint
there's a
gun would
drop
be
off.
fun.
This is the way to the coal. You tell me where the coal is.
Oh,
well,
my
that's not
God.
Good. You think the vehicle's gonna be okay? Yeah, I'm sure the vehicle will be okay. In heaven. Oh no.
No,
all my
dude.
stuff. I like how it shows me where my body is. Like, I don't think there's any
How much
coming
can that
back from
carry
that, but I
material
guess
at
let's go
that?
check. Oh, how considerate. All my stuff is just right here. Hey, do you guys want to bring back
Oh.
the car too? Car would be nice. Well, while I'm out here, sans
if it
car
just, like,
now, I might
pops
as well
out?
see if I can find that hole anywhere.
Returned from
Easy,
the
guys.
grave.
Easy, fellas. Damn it, that's where the coal is over there? Well, no wonder the car couldn't get over here. Is there any way over here? You know, I'm starting to think there's no way over there. Sometimes I'm looking around and I'm like, uh-oh, am I lost? Do I have like a guiding star or something? Oh yeah, I sure do. On the plus side, the Grand Cyclone has finally started to deliver
Simba over the horizon, look towards the giant twister of pain. As you can see, all of that land is ours.
rods. Okay, so I restarted the game. That
Maybe
seems
it's
to
the
help the
opposite.
frame rate a little bit. I mean, unless I look right at it, but let's just try not to do that. Before we go and build another Jeep and try to find that coal, let's start
It's like when
knocking
you're
out some
avoiding your
milestones.
emotional
We'll do
problems.
this one just for the hell of it. It gives us conveyor belt
The Tower of Doom is a metaphor. It's genius. It's philosophical.
Mark II, which is great and all. Transports up to 120 resources per minute, which is double the Mark I, which is what we're using right now. But like if we click over to tier 4 here, we already have Logistics Mark III, which will give us Conveyor Belt Mark III,
I don't think you need to be
which
more
transports
efficient
up to 270
because I'm terrified
resources. Of course.
I'm terrified of what you're gonna do with that
We're
efficiency.
just gonna go straight to that,
Let's
even though
just
it needs
dial
like
it
a
back. Simmer
bajillion
it
motors, and I don't even know how to build those yet. But we'll learn. The motors, though, we do unlock. We just have to do steel production. We'll just go ahead and give Logistics Mark II all the things it needs, and launch. While we wait for the pod to return so we can do another upgrade, let's find the best place to put
The hub
car number
demands
2 down.
sacrifice.
Again, we're still looking for coal. Quick scan. Let's see what we got. Let's see what's over here.
What about
600
the cult version of this? I guess that's what Cult of the Lamb is, kind of. Where it's like it requires blood and human sacrifice. You know what? Maybe not.
That means we'll put the tractor right there. Look at that beauty. Oh, don't face me that way.
I think that was basically
turn it
prey,
around.
actually.
Oh, there we go. I've got a good feeling about this. Whee! What's this thing? Out of the way. Yep, there we
Game's
go.
holding up surprisingly well, considering.
Let's see. Come on. Come on. We'll just take the long way through the enchanted forest. How do I get up to the coal? Are you guys gonna force me to come back with conveyor belts? Because I'll do it. Oh, back up, back up, back up, back up, back up, back up. Ooh,
You know,
They
it'd
don't
be
seem
an
to want
interesting
me-
experiment to see if he can conveyor belt his way down to see how far he could go and what's like under the world.
Get up there the natural way.
Wonder if
That's
he does
fine.
it.
Let's head back to home base, pick up some supplies. Let's unlock another milestone. This time we're gonna do
Usually
steel
the answer
production,
is
which is
yes.
gonna unlock all kinds of good stuff actually. And launch.
Build it
Look
to
at
the
this
center
new
of the
stuff I
earth.
have here. Miner Mark II. Look at these crazy materials it needs. Encased industrial beam, steel pipe, and then we've got this thing under smelters called the Foundry. Smelts 2 resources into alloy ingots. So we're gonna go climb up to that coaly old-fashioned way, and then we'll see about extraction. Whoa, what the hell? What is this?
Oh.
Looks like a crash site. Do we have any stuff I can take? Ooh, reinforced plate, I'll take that.
Not
What
bad.
are these? Are these beams? Can I have this? Ooh, some motors, I like it. What about some body parts? You got
It's
any
cool
body
for
parts
early
around
game.
here? Press E to open drop pod. Let's see, this is where we find
So I
the
think
bodies,
he's already
right?
produced
Battery
a lot of that
broken. Ah,
advanced
jeez.
stuff.
We need to charge this thing just to open it? That's fine, I just happen to have all the materials to put a biomass burner down right here. Ta-da! Okay, let's just give this thing a little power. There we go. And now
Wonder if it's worth.
What's the problem? Oh, Jesus, are you serious? So we need something more powerful than that. Well, what if I hook up 2 of these things? Just second burner right there. Put a power line right here. Connect this to that and this to that. 20 and 20, so 40 should do the trick. And now let's connect this power line to that. All right, nothing blew up. Let's see if that worked. There we go, operational again. Let's do this. Hello, what have we, a hard drive? Well, don't mind if I do. Well, we did it, boys.
Wonder what
Close up
that
all the
does.
resources. We're going home. I love that you can do
Wait,
this.
wait,
I
wait,
love
wait.
that you can just
It's not my hard drive, is it?
suck up the whole factory, put it back in your pocket. All right, well, that was great. Let's go get that coal now. We'll analyze that hard drive when we get back. So we need
I don't
to
think
get
you
up
want to,
there,
bro.
And if making
I
that
think you need to
tornado
know
is
what's
telling
on
me
there.
anything, conveyor
Trust
belts
me.
can get that done. There's no way, right, that I can just take a conveyor belt and just aim it straight up here. Conveyor belts is too long. Okay, we'll see about that. There we go. Totally sound, driven
Just
by physics.
500
Let's finally
terabytes
take
of
a
the
look at
world's
this coal
finest
up here.
animated,
It's like untamed country up here.
picture.
Here we go. Look, it's beautiful coal, which obviously we're just gonna send down a conveyor belt. And that's just gonna go
Beautiful
right
and
here.
clean.
There we go. And to power that, we're gonna put a, ooh, look, a coal generator. Burns coal to generate electricity for your power grid. Has an input so feeding coal can be automated. I have a great idea. We're gonna build a coal generator right behind it. So between these 2 things, I'm gonna put a conveyor splitter right about there. I'm gonna run a conveyor belt from the front of this thing
yes.
into the splitter. And I'm gonna have the other end of this feed right back into the
The
machine.
coal
Put a
era.
little power line right there. Connect this guy to here. There it goes. Now here
Be nice also if you could have a nice charcoal grill.
comes
perhaps.
coal going this way, goes into the splitter, heads right back in and powers itself. Oh yeah, that is fantastic. All right, we still got some stuff left to do, but I hope you enjoyed what I did this time around. That's gonna do it for this episode of Let's Game It Out. I will
Very
see
nice.
you next time.
Oh, that's it. It's been interesting checking out and seeing the beginning of all this process. If you would like to see my other reactions to Let's Game It Out, I have a nice link in the top left for you. If you'd like to subscribe, you get to see more of my content more easily, and helps boost me as well. And so if you want to support me, I'd really appreciate it. And also, if you'd like to check me out on Twitch, where I actually do some of my game dev there, if you're interested in some of my game dev ramblings, I would love to have you there. And we also do crazy shenanigans too, like weird premise streams and modding and all sorts of weird stuff. So that being said, I guess I'll catch you guys next time. It was fun, and remember, don't give this man material because you will regret it.